Your routine is destroying your life, or at least your lack of routine is. A few years back when I was in school, I had no real routine. I bounced around from class to class, sporadically doing homework whenever a deadline popped up in front of me, and I got up each day not really knowing what the day was going to look like. My gym routine was less of a routine and more of go to the gym whenever I felt like it at random intervals, lift a few weights and see what happens, and well, nothing really happened because I wasn't being consistent. This really wasn't working for me, and living my life without consistent daily and weekly routines really skyrocketed my stress and anxiety and destroyed my productivity. My name is Travis, and I'm a therapist who's passionate about self-development, and today I want to share practical steps that I've taken to develop daily and weekly routines that have helped to boost my energy, boost my confidence, increase my productivity, and decrease my stress and anxiety. So first, why does having a good routine actually help us in all of those ways? Simply put, a good routine reduces our stress and anxiety because you know what you're going to do. Instead of jumping from task to task, constantly distracting yourself with what you think you should be doing, you already know what you're going to do because you already have it planned and you just do it. This works great for daily or weekly routines like a gym routine, where instead of thinking about, well, what should I be doing? What would be best to use my time for? A lot of anxious, fast-paced, ruminating thoughts going through your head, you just actually go and do it. You already have a plan, so you know what to do, and it takes the guessing game out of a lot of it. Think about how nice it would be to be able to go through something like a morning routine where you don't have to constantly rethink and overthink and challenge yourself and say, is this really what I should be doing? Is this the best use of my time? And have all these anxious, ruminating thoughts going a million miles an hour through your head. How nice it would be to be able to just save time and energy and just go through the routine because you already have it planned. Basically, routines help us manage our stress and anxiety because it takes the guesswork out of everything. Instead of guessing in the moment and spending all this energy constantly shifting between different things and trying to make decisions in the moment for how we should be spending our time, we spend a little bit of energy ahead of time to plan and to come up with a good routine that we can just follow through with and devote all our energy to actually being in the moment and doing what we have to do and want to do. And if we're able to do our daily tasks more freely and less encumbered by stress, then it makes sense that we're going to become more confident, disciplined, and productive. By taking away the guessing game and therefore reducing our anxiety and making daily decisions, we're going to naturally increase our confidence in our daily actions. And having more discipline in our routines will help us to become much more productive and effective in working towards our goals, all while maintaining a less stress and healthier frame of mind. So this all leads to the question of how do we develop healthy routines in our life? For a good overall routine, you want to break it down into a few smaller routines and identify what the goal of each routine is. Let's say you're in school and you want to develop a daily routine that will allow you to do your homework much more effectively and efficiently while also getting regular exercise in daily. You'd probably want to identify which parts of your day are already taken up by obligations that can't be moved around, such as time spent in class, and then you'd see what time you have available to fit in these other goals. This is where a little bit of self-awareness can be really important because you want to look at the free time you have and decide which goal would fit best into which time slot. Meaning, if you think your brain works better in the morning, then you're going to want to do your homework in the morning. You're going to want to do more brain-centric activities in the morning. Whereas if you still have enough energy by the end of the day, you can say, I'm going to go to the gym or I'm going to go for a run towards the end of the day. So now let's expand this to a weekly routine. It follows the same structure that you want to identify what your weekly goals are instead of your daily goals. Let's say you want to go to the gym 4 times a week and then you want to run twice a week. Great. So now let's look in your calendar and let's see what days make the most sense to do this. Let's say you have work. Let's say you go to work every day and you can't change that from 9 to 5 that you're busy. So now you look at the other times and decide when makes the most sense to fit in these other goals, and you can decide this ahead of time. This is the basic structure of designing any routine. You want to break it down into what goal your routine is trying to accomplish, and then decide what times works best in your day, in your week, in your month, in your year, whatever it is, however big or small the routine is, and you want to see when the best time to accomplish that goal is, based on if it's a cognitive goal when your brain works the best, if it's a fitness goal when you may have the most energy, or when makes sense just for whatever lifestyle you're living. Having healthy routines is fundamental to living a healthier, more productive, and less stressed life. Routines help to take the guessing game out of our daily decisions and allows us to focus more energy on doing rather than thinking about doing the thing. If you found this valuable, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment on something that helps you to maintain healthy routines in your life. and remember to hit life on all cylinders.